Hey, what's slicing, everybody? CAC Knives here, back with another knife review. I know a lot of people have been pretty excited to see this one. It's one of the favorites in my collection. And it's one of my favorite knives I've probably ever owned in general. This is the Arcane Design Crawler with a two-tone blade and Zircuti pivot collars and pocket clip. It's a pretty gorgeous piece. I will do my best to show off the Zircuti with the light here. Anyone who owns anything, timascus or Zircuti, know that it is very difficult to get it to show on camera. But I'll do my best during the video today. Before we get into the knife itself, they come in these really nice pouches. And you get a certificate of authenticity. You can see there it has all the details of the knife and the exact one I got, the signature, you know, when the knife was made. And originally the knife comes with a black pocket clip, and it comes with bronze collared pivot collars, but obviously you take those off to replace them with these Zircuti ones, which is what I've done. Before we get into kind of my thoughts on showing the knife off, let's get some size comparisons for the crawler here. The Civivi Backlash here. I did a review on the channel already for that one. The QSP Hawk. One of the prettiest knives that I've seen in person, for sure, or that I've even owned in general. And then we have my Spyderco Delica. And my QSP Penguin. Later on in the week, I will be showing how I clean my knives, how I clean titanium and Zircuti, and what I use to lube the blades. I did do that before this video to really hopefully get the Zircuti to shine. Oh yeah, that's a good angle for it. You see them blues peeking through? Ooh. In the sunlight, it looks absolutely incredible. Zircuti does. Sunlight always brings out the best looks for knives, in my opinion, and Zircuti is no exception. Oh yeah. Oof. Them blues just pop. And I will show you later on in the week how I get them to pop like that. But as far as the knife goes, we have a very good full-sized knife, as you've seen with the comparisons there. I did choose to go with the two-tone blade. The crawler is available in a number of options. You know, you can go full satin, you can go full DLC coating, you can go Damasteel, which adding Damasteel alone will run you another $200. The pivot collars come in a variety of different color options as well. As do most things with Arcane Design, he kind of makes his knives highly customizable. If you like full bling, kind of like I do with the Zircuti, you have that option. But if you like having red and black, you got that option. You know, bronze and just plain Jane titanium. There's many options out there. Now, this knife is what I would call a Wharncliffe blade. I know some people would probably call it like a Tanto style Wharncliffe, just because it kind of has the Tanto slants going on here. And that's probably what I would call it as well. Has some pretty nice jimping on the top that really give you a nice place to put your thumb. It's insanely comfortable. That pocket clip, you can't even tell that thing is there. Like, this design is just truly incredible. It's been my personal favorite one that he's ever done, which is why I pulled the trigger on this one. I love all of his designs. I'm hoping one day I can get another one. Speaking of that, though, for, you know, an everyday person, this knife is not going to be easy to get. The base models usually run, you know, $300 to $400 with, you know, just the bronze and black pocket clip. If you want to add the Zircuti, the pocket clip was, I want to say $125 by itself, and the pivot collars were another $125. So you're looking at, you know, a $500 to $600 knife right here, and that is not cheap. Now, what are you getting for that? Well, you know, work-wise, you are getting M390 full titanium all around, an American design. Yes, it is made in China, but I'm pretty sure the company that manufactures these is Bestech, who does an amazing job. The detent and the action is incredible. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this on camera. I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, there we go. I can do it without flicking my wrist, but it's very hard for me to try to do something like that on camera, so I'm not going to try. The two-tone blade was actually personal preference for me. I like two-tone blades. But for just the plain Jane, full tie, M390, precision, high quality from Bestech, and the fact that it is made by an American designer and then manufactured overseas, you know, $300 to $400 is the price you're paying. Nimbles are about the same price, about $300. Vero Engineering's knives, you know, about the same thing. This is that price range. They are all about the same. And when you start adding Zircuti and Damasteel to not just this one, but to all of the other brands that are about in the same category, you know, whether they are made by QSP, Bestech, or whoever makes them, but they're designed by a designer in America who kind of has their own small business company, they usually run about the same price as the crawler. So with that in mind, the price point is exactly where it should be. Now, the rest of the price point is in Zircuti. You do not have to have Zircuti, okay? I love all kinds of timascus and all kinds of steel mixed with timascus, and I want all kinds of them. So Zircuti is just a personal preference for me. I will be getting a Pervious Blade Zircuti clip within the next 3 months, and we can compare a Pervious Blades to Zircuti with this one. I'm guessing there's going to be a little bit more color in that one, but we will have to see, just from other videos and reviews and stuff that I've seen on his clips. I would say the action of this knife is, I mean, the detent is strong. You got to put some oomph into getting the blade out there, but I don't think you can fail it. And as you can see, drop shut. Doesn't require hardly anything. I barely move, and you know, if gravity is the factor, yeah, pretty good action. Very, very good. Would I recommend this knife? Abso-freaking-lutely. This thing is absolutely amazing. I've handled knives that are at this price point many times. I've handled a few knives even more expensive than this. I've handled customs by people like Kirby Lambert. I have held a Gavco custom in my hand and fidgeted with it for a minute. So trust me, I have experience holding, you know, custom knives and holding high-end knives. I have had a Vero Engineering knife before. Still never owned a nimble. Really want to. Hopefully that'll be within the next couple years that I'll get to try out a nimble. But I think the knife is very up there with Riot. And for this price point, that's exactly where it should be. The Riot Zircuti knives, you know, if they don't have Damasteel on them, they're around this price. And if they do, then they're the exact same price as a Crawler with Zircuti and Damasteel, around $800 to $900. So, you know, it's priced right. The action's perfect. And if you love the design, I'm pretty sure he still has a few available. But if you want one, you better hurry, because I don't know when he's going to get more in. And, you know, that could be years from now, that could be in a few months, I'm not really sure. I know he's on some other projects right now. He just dropped his newest model, Praetheon, I think is what it's called. So he's not really focused on the Crawler right now. If you guys like this knife and like the video, like what I'm doing here on the channel, if you could like and subscribe, it really helps me. My channel is growing an insane amount. I had my first thing sent to me from a company for free that I get to review next week. So I'm pretty excited to do that. Later on in the week, this week, I'm going to be showing how I clean my knives and maintain them. An important part of your knives lasting your whole life is to keep them maintained and to lube them up. Even if you don't use them regularly, you know, if you're in a very humid place or even just a partially humid place, depending on how you store them, trust me, liquid in the air can get on your knives. I've seen it happen. I've watched it happen with knives of my own that I did not store properly. So trust me, it can happen. Keep them lubed up correctly. And I'll show you what I use. I know it works. And I will give recommendations of other ways to clean them and other things to use. But until then, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys later.